For Eric J on Sports, I'm Eric J, and this is what I think. Recently, Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo has been making noise about his dissatisfaction with the Milwaukee Bucks and their inability to get him to a second championship. Now, keep in mind that since 2020, no team has won 2 championships, nor has any team that has won a championship gotten past the second round of the playoffs in any other year after they've won the title. So it's not that surprising that the Lakers or the Warriors or the Bucks or the Denver Nuggets or the Boston Celtics have struggled, because it's become a trend because there's so much parity in the NBA. But Giannis feels like he deserves and should have had a second ring, and he hasn't gotten it yet, and he's upset about it, and I understand that. But once he voiced his dissatisfaction, a lot of the talking heads are saying that he needs to leave Milwaukee and go to a larger media market. Now, basketball icon and Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal has disagreed with all of the talking heads, and he feels that Giannis should stay in Milwaukee, and Giannis should bring the talent to himself. Giannis should bring the talent to the Bucks. Now, keep in mind that when Shaq left Orlando in 1996 for Los Angeles, he left for a number of reasons. One, because he didn't feel like he should have to share the spotlight with Penny Hardaway, but 2, he definitely wanted to be near the entertainment business. He had already made a movie by that point, Blue Chips, and he had already cut an album by that point, Shaq Diesel. So he was going to Los Angeles not just to leave Orlando. He was going to Los Angeles to further his entertainment pursuits. Keep in mind that this was 1996, and if you wanted to do certain things, you had to be in certain places. Michael Jordan got a lot of endorsements even though he played in Chicago, and Larry Bird got a lot of endorsements even though he played in Boston. But primarily, things happened in Los Angeles, New York, and Las Vegas. So when Shaq decided he wanted to go play for the Lakers, he wanted to play for the Lakers because of Jerry West and because of the history and the lineage, but he also wanted to be in the entertainment business. Now, fast forward 30 years, and Giannis Antetokounmpo plays in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. People would look at that and go, yeah, that's not really a hotbed of whatever it is Giannis might be looking for. But in today's social media era, you can be a star based anywhere. Movie making is not just in a Hollywood studio now. You can make a movie. People are making movies from their phones. My 10-year-old son is making movies with his phone. People are making movies anywhere. You can get commercial product endorsements anywhere. You can become a social media sensation living anywhere. You can do whatever you need to do from anywhere on the globe now. That was not possible in 1996. So, if Giannis wants bigger opportunities, if he wants more endorsements, if he wants to be a star in addition to being a basketball star, he could do that in Milwaukee. If he wants to be someone who wins championships, even though he's not in LA or Boston or Chicago, he can do that in Milwaukee, but all he has to do is bring the talent to him. All he has to do is compile an organization where he tells his people in the front office, I want to be a champion, make me a champion again. We won 1 title, let's win another one. Let's go get the players that we need. Just like the Lakers were bidding on Klay Thompson, just like the Warriors were bidding on Klay Thompson, just like Klay Thompson ended up in Dallas, Klay Thompson could have ended up in Milwaukee. Just like Kyrie Irving ended up in Dallas, Kyrie Irving could have ended up in Milwaukee. Just like Luka ended up in Los Angeles, Luka could have ended up in Milwaukee. Damian Lillard left Portland and went to Milwaukee. James Harden has been to Houston and Phoenix and New York and New Jersey and everywhere else. He could have ended up in Milwaukee. Russell Westbrook is thriving in Denver. He could have thrived in Milwaukee. Milwaukee could have had anybody they wanted if they just made the offer. They could right now make an offer on LaMelo Ball. They could right now make an offer on Zion Williamson. They could right now pluck Anthony Davis from Dallas. They can right now make an offer on Jonathan Kuminga from the Warriors. They could right now make an offer on Austin Reeves from Los Angeles. The Bucks can make offers on anybody they want. They could try to strike a deal for anybody they want, and they can load up their roster any way they want to and create the franchise that Giannis wants. And through social media and through artificial intelligence And through the fact that everything is digitized and globalized, he can still be a star. He can still make a ton of money. He could still make a ton of commercials. He can still be a sensation, even though he plays in Milwaukee, instead of having to come to Los Angeles or New York or Chicago or Vegas. So Shaq was right. But some of the talking heads are saying, oh, well, it's because of the media market. He's got to answer questions and he would have to have the pressure of playing in front of the New York media or in front of the LA media in order to be a bigger. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He just needs to win. And he just needs to win a bunch. Michael Jordan was a star in Chicago when Chicago was a nothing franchise. So all he has to do in Milwaukee is make Milwaukee relevant. Steph Curry made Golden State relevant. Golden State was not relevant. Golden State was as irrelevant as the Clippers in California. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green made Golden State relevant. So now Golden State will be relevant for a long, long time because they've got 4 rings in the last 20 years. All Giannis has to do is win a couple of times, and he will make Milwaukee relevant. Jokic is making Denver relevant. Luka made Dallas relevant, and then they shipped him out. All he's got to do is make Milwaukee relevant, and he'll be a bigger basketball star. And all he's got to do is promote himself, get a good agent, get a good theatrical agent, and then get some representation and go on social media and promote himself, and he will be a bigger multimedia star as well. So I agree with Shaq. All he's got to do is do the work and do it in Milwaukee, and he can be everything he wants to be. Remember to like and share this video and subscribe to this channel, and visit the Eric J on Sports website, and follow me on Facebook at Eric J on Sports 1, and on Instagram and Twitter at Eric J on Sports. And for Eric J on Sports, I'm Eric J, and this is what I think.